Today, guys, we're back with another video, and this is part, I believe, to be 5. Yeah, 5. Sasuke finally noticed it. On Naruto's back was a seal. It was glowing violently. It was glowing so violently that he didn't know how he didn't notice it at first. If you're wondering why and how you didn't notice the seal earlier, it's simple. Because the seal was made not to be noticed. So hard decisions and such could not be. It's basically in battle, if you're killing people and you feel sad about it, why would you want to let your opponents know that you feel sad about it? That would allow them to take advantage of your sadness, to to tour with your emotions, such as allowing a comrade to die so he can kill you. This tactic was used greatly within the Third Shinobi War, and that is where my sensei, the fourth Hokage, thought of creating the seal. But it seems that Naruto has perfected it to even greater extents than the third, than the fourth Hokage. Basically, Kakashi said as he looked on, "Well, I can't be useless for this mission," he said, pulling out his blade as he now did the same. As the lightning chakra began to pulse off of her fingerless gloves, as she rushed forward at top speeds. She rushed fast as she slammed her hand into one of the bandits right on their chakra point, instantly stopping their chakra flow from running, killing them. And she then did the same as she flipped backwards with her Byakugan activated. Because of her basically prowess, which was basically like the Sharingan plus the Byakugan, she was able to notice things at fast pace. Otherwise, you just being able to see all around you and see chakra would be useless. Anyway, as she looked around while in midair, "Lightning shock palm!" she yelled out, clasping her palms together, as lightning began to pulse off of her palms, as they began to scream off of her body, electrocuting 3 bandits to death. As she continued, we cut to Sasuke as Sasuke sliced a bandit completely in half, right down the middle, as he then kicked another bandit in the head, killing him instantly and giving him brain damage. And then he sliced off another's leg, cutting them in half as they began to fall towards the side. These bandits were so slow to react that it seemed like they weren't moving at all. As then, Naruto smirked. He was just in the range of a bandit who had a bottle of sake in his hand. As he sliced through the bottle, getting ready to slice off the man's cap. Then, out of nowhere, lightning style! Lightning beast! Blast! a man yelled out, as then lightning beasts began to run around. As Sa- as then Naruto noticed this. As his blade finally sliced through the man, he then looked around. As he saw it, Hinata. She was pinned up against five. No, she was pinned up against 15 bandits. As they saw her as the weakest, they wanted to take her out first and then get rid of the rest. Hinata was having a hard time with all of the bandits, seeing as though she was faster than them and had better physical prowess and visual prowess. Numbers were overwhelming. The only person who can turn a number battle, large amount of people, into goo was the the Yondaime Hokage, and that was only because of his overwhelming speed. Otherwise, he would be Jonin level, high no mid Jonin level at the best. So no, not even mid Jonin level. He was high Jonin level because of all them seals. He know how to seal, but he wasn't like basically going into battle with seals like Naruto. Naruto could make seals while in battle, and these seals were made for battle. So yeah, it was pretty much very powerful. Anyway, Naruto looked forth as he began to rush towards Hinata. Then from the back, one of the lightning beasts bit down into Hinata's side as he began to yank her body wildly. As Hinata then began to scream as her whole entire body was ripped in half. Naruto looked on looking at the sight. His love, his true love, was gone. His girlfriend. He knew that he was too young for anything serious, but he truly loved her. And it hit him the hardest to know that the one that he truly loved was taken so swiftly and quickly. As his eye began to glow as they went into their golden three Tomoe state, his eyes began to boom as they spun around quickly as possible. As they began to stop spinning, there was no difference. Well, no visible difference. As then, as Naruto, then out of nowhere, a line, like basically three lines began to protrude out of his pupil, connecting the Tomoe. As then the Tomoe began to morph. As they turned into blades. Hinata! He yelled out, rushing towards the bandit. As a word, as he felt his right eye pulling, as a word appeared within his mind. Deal with the death. A deal with the death, Naruto yelled out, as then the Reaper appeared behind him. As he automatically knew what he wanted. I require 25 souls. for the resurrection of Hinata Hyuga with her body intact. As his eye began to glow, fire style! Reaper Katon! No, Katon! Reaper! No, Katon! Reaper breath! Reaper's breath! Naruto yelled out as he unleashed blue flames, which had consumed the entire camp, along with the unknown shinobi who had made the lightning animal. As the entire, basically, base had been consumed. As the Reaper appeared in front of Naruto, it seems that you've got, around 200 souls captured for me. That is more than enough. What should you do with the last 175 souls? Enhance her physical prowess along with her visual prowess. I can only enhance her visual prowess. And that will cost 150 souls. This will give her visual prowess to the same level of your eyes. Not your current eyes, but your golden version. This will give her vision, clarity. This will maximize her vision clarity to the utmost level. So what to do with the next 25? The Reaper said, looking towards Naruto. Enhance Sasuke's visual prowess. I can't. You don't have enough souls for that. Then I make him unlock. No. Then this is hard. Let's see. Enhance his visual prowess. With all of the souls left. Alright. This will give his eyes the same vision speed as your golden eyes. The Reaper said, looking towards Naruto. Good, he said. As Naruto's golden eyes, I'm gonna say it right now, they're pretty much have the vision of basically, I'd say, if there was a Four Tomoe Sharingan, it would have that. It was not to the level of Mangekyo, but it would be a little bit better than the Three Tomoe. So yeah. And Sasuke has enhanced his Three Tomoe Sharingan to great level, to where it's kind of like Madara Sharingan, but it's not. But enhancing his visual prowess, it will put his eyes up there with Madara's Three Tomoe, which is going to be grand. As the Reaper disappeared in blue flames, Hinata had came back. As Hinata's Byakugan were activated. Hinata! Naruto said once running towards the purple-haired queen. I love you, he said, looking towards Hinata. As Hinata said, I already know that, you dummy, as she punched his shoulder. For a second, she saw the Reaper behind Naruto. She saw the Reaper behind Naruto after she had died. So what was up with that power? Hinata said, I think I'm part of Chiha or something. Because once I saw you die, it's like my eyes upgraded, he said. As he had downgraded towards the 3 Tomoe Sharingan. No, yeah, to the 3 Tomoe Sharingan a couple of minutes ago. And I don't know if, but for a second I unlocked the version of the Sharingan which was better than the Sharingan, it seems. And everything is moving so slow, Naruto said while lying. He was very, very much used to this version of his eyes. As Sasuke rushed up to him. Hey, what's up, Naruto? What's up with your eyes? I think I'm part of Uchiha or something. Because, well, you see, he said while looking towards Sasuke. And I think I unlocked the form of the Sharingan, which was better than the Sharingan. Good, because I unlocked mine, Sasuke said, pumping an adequate amount of chakra into his eye. As now within his eyes, it was there. It was the it was his Canon Mangekyo. Sorry. As Sasuke then smirked. He had unlocked his Mangekyo from seeing one of his best friends die. So, what was up with that power? Because I saw it was this man. He had on black robes and he was completely made out of skeleton. Yeah, that's the Reaper. I think that's one of my Mangekyo abilities. Alright, let's see about yours, Naruto said towards Sasuke as Sasuke smirked. He had learned about the Mangekyo from his father and mother. The Mangekyo Sharingan had 2 abilities. One for the right eye and one for the left. Let's see, Sasuke said, as then he charged a bit more chakra into his right eye than his left eye. As a word kept calling towards him. Amaterasu, he said, as he looked towards something as it burnt on fire. For some reason, I know all of its abilities. Its abilities are to... Its abilities are to burn eternally, even when the flames are underwater. They'll burn unless I don't want them to. As then he applied more chakra towards his his left eye or right eye. Towards his left eye. As his left eye began to glow. As he then saw it. As he said, this eye ability allows me to teleport anywhere. And it also allows me to switch places with anything I want, he said, while looking at Naruto as he switched places. Now he was holding Hinata bridal style. As in he switched places with Naruto again, not trying to piss off the blonde. And it seems being brought back from the dead is giving me more abilities, she said. As her blue basically as her eyes had transformed instead of being a more towards a whitish blue is now a deepened blue, almost as deep as the ocean. You could see into it.
Power off.
As then Sasuke then said, "Alright, then watch this." As he said, "I'm guessing that your Byakugan's visible prowess went up. Since you can't have any abilities like the basically Renegon, like the Mangekyo," he said, as he ran as fast as he could. She previously could not see Sasuke run as fast as he could. Since Sasuke, just like Naruto, is a speed freak, Hinata is not. She's more versatile. Like basically Naruto, he goes into everything. Sasuke goes into speed and strength, and a bit into ninjutsu. Wow, no, Sasuke is basically ninjutsu and a bit of taijutsu. Wow, Hinata is diverse in all of them, except Silver. Naruto is diverse in all of them. So yeah, she usually could not see Sasuke since she hadn't trained her eyes to see him. Wow, Hinata said, looking towards Sasuke. She could see him. "Yeah, that's a result of me," Naruto said, with a smirk on his face. As he then said, "My Mangekyo, my right eye's ability. I don't know the ability of the left. It's called speech with death. No, they call it what I called it. Deal with death. It allows me to create deals with the Reaper, so I can get things done, such as reviving people, as long as I offer up souls to him. For it," he said, looking towards Hinata. "The more souls, the more effective the jutsu is," he said, looking towards him. "Now as for this," he said, as he unleashed a torrent of purple, a violet-ish blue. A, a bluish violet. Like, it was like violet, but it was tipping over. Like, it had a little bit of blue in there. You could tell. No, you couldn't, like, really, really tell unless if you was, like, really, really paying attention to it. So, yeah. And those flames, this is a side effect of my right eye's ability, he said. "Katon, Reaper's breath," he said, as he unleashed the blue flames. These are also tied towards my Mangekyo ability. And the ability that comes with the flames is simple. Once you're inside of my flames, every single soul inside of my flames, those go towards the Reaper. And that's how my deals are done. So if I just naturally kill someone, the souls just don't automatically go towards the Reaper. Although, It would be cool, he said, as the Jonin looked shocked. These children are most likely stronger than him from all of their performances. But then again, each and every one of them had enhancement seals placed by Naruto. Anyway, let's get these enhancement seals activated to see just how powerful we are with them, he said, as then Kakashi dropped his jaw. As it was basically on the ground. It was like, she was hanging. It was hanging like a chain. It was like on the floor. Cause he was like, they didn't have the seals activated? Wow! Like, it was really OP. Anyway, back towards the leaf. After everything was situated, the third Hokage said, from how good you did those missions. You'll be doing B rank missions you'll be doing a B rank mission. Which has the possibility of turning into an A rank mission. You have to find and capture a man notoriously known for his strength, Momochi Zabuza, and his companion, Haku Yuki. He has just recruited him. So, his influence might not be as strong on the child. So, we can have another clan inside of Konoha. As Naruto looked at him. Nope. If we get this Haku person, then this Haku person will serve directly under me. Since the Uzumaki clan was known for their power. Plus, he said, activating his Damn. Bitch ass niggas rolling out there. Hold up. That's my mama. But some nigga passed by blowing up his music. Shut the fuck up. You're too loud. Jesus Christ. As Naruto basically, he smirked. Since I have this, he said, activating his Mangekyo. As Saratobi said, a new dojutsu. No. It's tied. I think I'm partial Uchiha, so it's tied to that. Said Naruto. Then Kakashi looked on. Then the third Hokage said, fine. She will join the Uzumaki clan, along with Hyuga Hinata. As then, Naruto began to blush heavily. I didn't say anything about Hinata joining my clan yet, Naruto said, with a blush on his face, as Hinata began to blush herself. The Hyuga clan actually has dispelled Hinata from their clan. What? Yes. After the death of Hinata's mother, I believe, he's actually has been going crazy. He's been banishing members from his clan like it's no one's business. And he's diverted all of his heart towards his youngest daughter, Hinabi Hyuga. And he's training her like crazy. We've already received 4 Hyugas who are family who have been dismissed from the clan. But Hinata's a protege among protege. She beat Neji Hyuga. Why would they do this? I don't know. Something going on with Hizashi. The third said. But since she's been kicked out of the clan, and since you are a ninja, and since she is a ninja herself, she is legally an adult. So she can stay with anyone that she wants. And since you are her boyfriend, she can live with you. The third Hokage said, winking towards Naruto. As then Naruto began to chuckle a bit. Then it all was said in his eyes. He was thanking the third. And the third had a smug look on his face. Then it quickly disappeared. Anyway, your next mission will start next week. You are dismissed, the third Hokage said as they left the office. Naruto began to smile. Since Hinata is going to be moving in with him, he had to do a couple of modifications to the house, but it'll be okay. Since the modification seal was placed on the home. All that was required was just his sword to activate it. As Hinata followed him towards his house. Hinata, wait a bit, he said, as then he grabbed onto her hand. And then he used the kunai and cut her finger a bit as he collected blood samples. He then went into the house. As he went towards the core of the house, it was the basement. It was lighted. The lights began to instantly come on. As he then walked towards the chamber. Within the chamber was Naruto's blood. As there were 6 more chambers beside it. And they all connected, and writing connected them towards a seal. As Naruto then poured the blood into the... This wasn't actually like a chamber. This is more of a tube, by the way. It wasn't no big-ass test tube like Orochimaru be having. It was like basically a chamber. Like, it was a tube. A small tube. It wasn't too big. As he poured, like, you know how the scientists be having it? They having these little things. Those are small things. Where they put DNA things in them. It was like that. Like, they put Q-tips for DNA and all that stuff. Like, forensic people. It was that. As he poured Hinata's blood in there. As this portion of the seal began to glow. As then the glowing died down. As Naruto then walked outside of the area. As then a part of the floor began to recombine. As it didn't look like an actual staircase hatch. It was just basically, it looked like the regular floor now. As then Naruto said, "Come in." As he was on the other side. "Where's the bracelet?" Hinata said. "Just come in." As Hinata began to walk. As she breached through it. "Nothing happened," she said, looking towards Naruto. My house is more cool than you would think." Follow me, Naruto said. As they followed, as Hinata followed him around back to the back of the home. Naruto shoved his blade. Jay just liked your video TikTok. Oh yeah. As he shoved his blade inside of basically what they call it, inside of like a sheath. But this wasn't a regular sheath. This sheath was basically, yeah, I'm just gonna say it was a sheath. And the bottom of it connected towards a seal which led to the house. As Naruto then began to, while pushing chakra, think about an extra room with kunai, shuriken, and all that good shit, plus a bed, a poster, a, a famous girl band, and yeah, a TV, and yeah, and there was some DVD tapes too. As the house began to grow a bit bigger, as Hinata said, "The house, it's getting bigger." As Naruto said, "Yeah." As then the glowing stopped. As he pulled his blade out of the sheath and placed it into his own sheath. As they began to walk back towards the front of the house, they entered the home. As Hinata then stated, "So, where am I gonna be? Since the house didn't grow that much larger." Hinata, have you ever heard of something called the storage seal? Once adding places into a house, a small home could basically become a storage seal. And if you sculpt it good enough, you can create a mansion-like home, even though the outside of it still looks the same. He said, looking towards Hinata as they walked inside. Hinata noticed that the house had gotten several times bigger, and it was less empty. As she walked about, then she came up to a room which she was unfamiliar with. "That's your room right there," he said, looking towards Hinata. "I've already moved all of your gear and stuff that I had for you in my closet area into your room," he said, looking towards Hinata as she smiled at him. "You know, I love you, Naruto," Hinata said as Naruto blushed heavily as she kissed him on the cheek and went back into the room. And there you go, guys. That's gonna be in this very, very short video for this series, since I have been going on a roll with this series being very long. So yeah, it's a bit longer than I would like, but you know, that's all good. So yeah, yeah. Sorry for not making a lot of videos. It's just I try not to make a lot of videos for y'all, since I'm fucking mad at y'all, but it's like the less I make videos, the like people like unsubscribe to me. So like it's kind of threatening to me for like a lot of people to stop to unsubscribe, and a lot of people would be considered as one since my channel is very small. So yeah, bye guys.